am the king of Northumberland.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Toon Review, where we're going to have a step back in time to great times for the Newcastle United fan base at that time. And for people who haven't seen it before, it's going to be, well, heard it before. If you're not watching, it's going to be a fantastic thing for you to kind of experience, even though you're not there. I'm going to try and commentate on it as though I've never seen it before, which is going to be hard because I've seen it about 300 times in the past 25, 26 years. Before we do start, though, Paul would like to convey his thanks for all the get well messages he's received. He's really humbled by it all. He's still poorly, but he's getting there, and hopefully he'll be with us all pretty soon on the next stream, whenever that will be. I think that's going to be tomorrow, maybe, but hopefully he'll be okay by then. Incidentally, if you want to watch the thing I'm going to be watching, if you've got a DVD, we'll kind of synchronize. It is on YouTube. The game is on YouTube. So if you've got ways of double access, watch the actual action and turn the sound off and listen to me talking about it. That'll be fine. Otherwise, just listen to me. I will do it as a radio commentary, or try to. So that'll kind of enhance your enjoyment if I can. We've got some messages and comments to go through before we do start. Margaret, welcome to the Toon Review family. I don't know if that's a renewal or not, but welcome anyway. Tony says, I hope Joe Linton scores. Don't think that's going to happen. Gary says, evening, Billy, and everyone in the chat. Tom says, even everyone feeling quite confident about this one. Reckon we'll thrash them. Very optimistic. Louis says, feel sorry for the Ukraine tonight. Yeah, it's kind of not about that, but I agree. Tony says, I remember watching this on the old black and white videos you could buy from the club shop with my uncle when I was a nipper. Good times. They were great times. Andrew says, even though well before my time this game, yeah, I think I was 28, so it kind of speaks volumes about my age. P-Lord Kid says, good evening all. This was my go-to video to cheer me up during the depressing FCB era. I'm on to. Hi, Danielle. Hey, everyone. Show Billy some love. Thank you very much. Carl, evening, everyone. Gary says, hi, Danielle. James says, well, Billy, well done. Thanks. Love from Tony. Roy says, good evening from Norway. Evening, Roy. Good to have you with us, Paddy. And everyone's saying hello to each other. So we're going to go back to October the 20th. 1996. Of course, Kevin Keegan was our manager then. I love that comment. Tony says, get the door in a full tank. Yeah, I've done that. Gone back in time. Even Andrew, mate, says, Stu. Charlie, I remember watching this. Roy, the king of Tardin. All Billy, good greetings from Dubai. Hope things are good over there, buddy. Andrew, the prediction 7-0. Well, this could be the closest you've got to your prediction, actually, Andrew, but remains to be seen. Louis is going to put the DVD in. Carl says, go, Billy. Tony thinks we might sneak a 1-0. Gary says, hi, Roy. Andrew says, I was 25. Tom was at the game. He was 17. Dominic says, doing a great job. Thank you. I was the only Newcastle fans surrounded by Man U fans at school since happened. Great. I was similar in my local club surrounded by Man U fans as they disappeared one by one. But yeah, good Tom for a gloat. One of the earliest Newcastle United memories for Chris. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And we're going to go for it now. So, 20th October, 1996. Newcastle United were second in the table. Man United were top. With a win, we could go top. Let's go from there. Line-ups coming in. Newcastle United lined up with Pavel Srnicek in goal. 4-4-2 formation. Steve Watson, Darren Peacock, Philippe Albert and John Beresford across the back. Robert Lee, David Batty, Peter Beardsley and David Ginola in midfield, with Peter Beardsley obviously pushing up to help support the two strikers who were Alan Shearer, Les Ferdinand. Before we go any further, what a fantastic side that was. Such quality in it, all over the place. Philippe Albert at the back, John Beresford, Warren Barton was out injured, I believe, for this game. In the midfield, Robert Lee, David Batty, Peter Beardsley, David Ginola. That is some midfield. And of course, then you've got the front two of Alan Shearer and Les Ferdinand. What a side. The Man United side, let's go through their lineup. Peter Schmeichel's in goal. Gary Neville, again, 4-4-1-1. Kind of a 4-4-2. Gary Neville at right back, David Main, Gary Pallister at the centre halves, Dennis Irwin at left back, midfield of David Beckham, Ronnie Johnson playing midfield. There's no Roy Keane in his side, whether he was out injured or suspended. Who cares? Nicky Butt was alongside him. Karol Poborski wide on the left, and Eric Cantona in between the midfield. And up front, the baby-faced assassin, but we didn't call him that. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting a rare start, actually. He's generally a substitute for Manchester United. And that's how they used to operate with him coming on as a sub. Yeah, good side. Weaknesses at the back, David May and Pallister kind of getting towards the end of his career. Dennis Irwin at left back was a great player. A young David Beckham, I think it was his first full season in their side. But let's go through some of these comments before we get to the game. Roy says, don't shoot me. I still remember that we actually played better against Man U the season before, but we were unlikely. Yeah, that's right. I think we were superb that day. And Mrs. Toon review. Hi, Susan. Hope Paul's okay. She says hello to everyone. Sif Gator says that midfield is jacked. It is. Absolutely was, I should say. Gary says hello to Susan. Everything's skipping. I read Susan. I thought you were going to say Sue then, like Ronaldo. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Chipper, Steve Bruce is injured, said Man United win in the Sky Studios. Yes, he was. He was a pundit in the studio, an unbiased pundit, of course. But, of course, had his red colours on, as he did for his kind of 22 months in charge of us, or however long he was. Red colours all the time. Truly a goosebump game, Billy, it was. I'm hoping to convey it in the same kind of thing that it was before. It's going to be hard, as I say. I've seen it loads of times. But Nick says, I was in the Lake District with my family. I was 11 years old. Pub was full of Man U supporters, and one got talking to my older brother. The goal was one of my bro up. My bro said, we're going to kill you. And he was right. Tony says, get well soon, Paul. Roy Morton says, hi, Danielle. And Roy says, greetings, Susan. And back to Tony. So everyone's saying hello to each other. We're underway here. Anyway, the ball is with Man United at the back. Karol Poborski has it wide left-hand side. He's played it up forward to Solskjaer to run to. Well watched by Steve Watson. He conveys it back to Pavel Sunacek, who lays it out for David Batty, who's sitting behind the back four at the moment. So Newcastle kicking towards the Gallagher end in the first half. Clearance from Sunacek ain't great. Dennis Irwin does win the ball in the air and heads it out for thrown to Newcastle. Halfway in our half, as I say, going from left to right towards the Gallagher. Steve Watson, of course, is a smaller ground in these days, knocks it forward. Greatly taken down by Alan Shearer on his knee. He goes past Irwin. Sliding tackle comes in from Pallister, and now it's with Butt. And he plays it out here to David Beckham, looking for a ball through the middle over the top, looking for Cantona. Sunacek's out to cover that, gets outside the area and clears it. Goals and guard at the minute, but Man United are attacking now on the right-hand side through Beckham. No, it's with Solskjaer. Beresford takes it off him comfortably, puts it inside for Batty, and Newcastle can come away with the ball. Ginola, back to Batty. Batty advancing towards the halfway line now. Paul Durkin is referee, incidentally. Sliding tackle there, but Man United can clear it now. Pallister has it, and he plays it back to Gary Neville and all the way back to the Danish goalkeeper, Peter Schmeichel. We'll get rid of that comment as well while we're there. Schmeichel has it in his area. He just rolls it out to Gary Pallister in defence for Manchester United. He plays it left, looking for Dennis Irwin, and back inside. Man United just kind of keeping the ball at a minute. No pressure on the ball, as what would you see these days. Irwin back to Pallister. Up there for Nicky, but not going to get there, is he? Ginola wins it. Beardsley has it now. Halfway in the Man United half. He's robbed by Nicky Butt and played out there to Beckham. David Beckham looking very, very young. Long ball to his far side, looking for the winner for Poborski. It's well cut out by Steve Watson. Now it's with David Batty in the middle of the park. He plays it forward. David Ginola has it. Took off him by Shearer. Bit of it's a terrible tackle by Nicky Butt on David Ginola. That's a free kick to Newcastle United right on the halfway line. But not a great tackle out by Butt. Slid in, had no real hope of getting the ball. Free kick to Newcastle, though no card shown for that. Newcastle carry on quickly. John Beresford floats one in towards the edge of the area, towards Shearer. It's over his head. Shearer spins off. Actually, it's Ferdinand. Fancy getting them two mixed up. But that's gone out of play for throw-in. And it's a throw to Man United right and the corner of the pitch, right down by the corner flag. Very deep. In this day and age, we'd be really pressing this. but it looks like it's just letting them play out, and it is. It's cleared down the line, looking for Kant. No, it's near Poborski. Batty has it in the middle of the park, goes past one. Well played, Batty out here to Ferdinand. Lovely little touch inside to Robert Lee. Robert Lee's going at their back four now into the area. Across to Shearer. Finally cleared at the last ditch by David May. So David Ginola on the far side. He goes for a cross. It's a good cross, but it's well claimed there by Peter Schmeichel right in his 6-yard box. And he clears immediately down the pitch, looking for Solskjaer. But Philippe Albert calmly nods it to Beresford on the left-hand side. Fed into Alan Shearer. Side and tackle comes in from Butt. It's with Gary Neville down that far side. Great header in there by Philippe Albert to cut out. And it's out for a throw into Man United, just inside their own half. We're playing for 3 minutes 54 at the minute. But yeah, it's been a good start from both sides. Newcastle look the better side at the minute. And it's at the minute, the ball's on the halfway line with Poborski. Looking inside, looking for a pass, going to go square here. At the minute, it's now with Pallister. David May plays it out into Neville to Beckham down that right side, looking very dangerous. Cross comes in from Beckham. There's no one in the middle to take advantage of that. And Pavel Silicek claims quite easily. And he cleared it down the pitch. Looking for Ferdinand. Ferdinand against Irwin. Irwin clears it. Down the line, Poborski has it on his chest. Chests it down inside to Cantona. Cantona tries to go past the tackle. Doesn't manage to get past it. It's the tackle basically. Actually, it was Ronnie Johnson. And it's a throw to Newcastle on the halfway line, which will be taken by John Beresford. Sorry, Steve Watson. It's a terrible tackle by Butt. That's his third one. And within the first 5 minutes of the game. It's not Paul Durkin, is it? It's I don't know who that is. I think it might be Andy Dunn. It looks like Paul Durkin. But it's a bad tackle on. It's Ginola actually who come inside and Butt took him out. That's a third one. And Newcastle United will have a free kick. 4 tackles in the first 5 minutes already. And already Nicky Butt's on the verge of a yellow card. So, yeah, a very, very physical start from him. And Newcastle now have the ball. Cross comes in, looking for Ferdinand. It's nodded away by May. Now it's with Batty. Straight into the midriff of Beckham there. Poborski, robbed by Batty. Looks another free kick to Newcastle. Batty's fouled by Poborski. And they've been very physical at the start, Man United, trying to kick us, really. Steve Dunn's the referee, by the way, not Durkin. Ball's gone in there to Shearer, right-hand side, taking on Irwin. Slid for could be a corner. Shearer wanted more than that. He wanted a free kick. But I think we'll get a corner for it. The tackle by Dennis Irwin on Alan Shearer. Actually, he might get a free kick for this. Yeah, it's a foul, that's a foul. So the free kick taken by Beardsley. Volley over the bar. Great effort, but way over the bar. Into the Gallagate crowd from David Ginola. Newcastle started the better here. We're definitely on time. We are here, 6 minutes, 30 seconds in. And it's still 0-0. Newcastle obviously started the better of the two sides. Peter Schmeichel with a goal kick. It's not a great one. It's managed to go through the middle low. It's going to go to John Beresford in the left-hand side of the Newcastle defence. Back it goes to Cernicek and back to Beresford to build from deep on that left-hand side. Beresford's looking at his options. He's floated one down the line looking for Shearer. Shearer takes up his knee, but it doesn't get to a Newcastle player. And Man United can break now with Nicky Butt. He's elbowed out of it by Beardsley. Brilliant play, actually. Great bit of defence there by Beardsley. But Man United can clean up. The ball is in the back with Dennis Irwin. He's looking for an option for him to play too. Man United under red shirts, white shorts as always. Cernicek's come out as a sweeper and cleared it with the ball that Irwin played over the top. Great takedown from Ferdinand. Batty gets a foot in. Now with Beardsley, great ball to Shearer, who's gone too early and he's offside. The ball's gone through to Schmeichel. They'll play on as an advantage. And the ball is with Poborski, looking for Cantona. Great slide in there from Albert. He started very well, Albert. Robert Lee plays it to Steve Watson and Shearer. It's back out to Shearer again on this right-hand side. Might look for a cross. It's a good cross, deep cross. Gary Neville nods it out for a corner. Didn't take any chances there, Neville. Good cross from Shearer. Looks absolutely fantastic at the minute. I need to put my glasses on because I can hardly see the time. It's the corner to Ginola. Ginola's going to take this corner. In it comes. Schmeichel's coming for it. Nothing happens. Ball's trying to get clear from Man United, but it's head tennis in the box. This should get cleared now. Great jump from Batty, but now it will get cleared. Gary Neville hoofs it down the pitch. And we are... I can't see if that's 6 or 8. I think it's 8 minutes, 30 seconds gone. The ball's at the back of Newcastle. We'll take a little bit of an advert break, because this sometimes happens on Twitter. 0-0 at the moment. Not a lot happening, but no real chances to speak of. Just a volley over the top from Ginola. Newcastle come now with Ginola. And back it goes to David Batty on the left-hand side to Beresford. Inside, back to Batty. Batty will look for a little pass. Slips it forward there to Beardsley, and back it goes to John Beresford. Nice little triangle from Newcastle, but the ball from Beresford weren't great. Beckham tried a little flick to get round Beresford. He wasn't buying any of it, and out it goes for a throw into Man United, just inside their half. It's with Gary Neville, a very young-looking Gary Neville. He throws it back, looking for Pallister, and across it goes here to Dennis Irwin. And Man United can build from deep with Karol Poborski just inside our half. Ball inside there. Ronnie Johnson, square to Nicky Butt. Nicky Butt's looking for a ball. There's 2 men ahead of him. Tries to slide in Solskjaer. Little slide from Albert. It's come out to... Cross comes in, and it's going to be cleared by Rob Lee, and it is cleared in the air. Poborski now to Cantona, plays it out there, and then to Gary Neville, right-hand side of the area. It was a shot from distance, just wide. Wasn't far wide. Good effort from Gary Neville. It's their first shot of the game, and we're 9 minutes and 46 seconds in the first half. Good effort from Gary Neville. Received it on the right-hand side of the area, blasted it 3 yards wide and maybe a bit too high also, but it was a worthy of an effort from Gary Neville. I'll take a little drink. Commentate on Newcastle coming forward with John Beresford just inside the Man United half. Plays it inside for Ferdinand. He's nudged from behind. Can't keep hold of the ball. And Man United are getting their foothold in the game here now. Ball's going forward from May, offside there. Cantona, the line was actually smiling about it. Actually, it was Solskjaer. About a yard offside. Newcastle United took a free kick with Peacock, and he puts it down here in the bottom side to Steve Watson. Ball forward, it's a good little ball too. And Newcastle lose it there. Batty loses it. Cantona's striding forward imperiously. Now it's with Poborski. Ball inside. It's with Johnson looking for ball through. That's going nowhere. And Sonichek can pick the ball up on the edge of his own area. 10 minutes and 49 seconds in. Still 0-0. Man United, after being kind of overshadowed in the first kind of 7-8 minutes, have come into the game slightly. Past couple. Sonichek cleared downfield towards Ferdinand. Not inside. Now Man United can build from deep. But that's a terrible ball from Butt straight to Ginola. Back to Albert. Now it's over on the far side with John Beresford. He puts it inside for Batty. Back to Beresford. Beresford looking for a ball. Might have to go back here all the way to Sonichek, and he does. Sonichek on the edge of his own area. Will probably clear this upfield. No one's showing for him. No one's within 20 yards of him. So Sonichek clears it. It's curving out towards the right. And ain't a great kick. So Man United now pick it up. David Beckham has it just inside the Man United half on the right-hand side. Inside to Neville. Not much going on in front of him. So he passes it back to Beckham. And again, he turns back and squares it inside. Cantona's come deep. Picks it up back to Beckham. Little flick. Only goes to Darren Peacock. And he plays it back calmly to Pavel Sonichek. And receives it from the Czech keeper too. Peacock out to Beresford, back to Sonichek. In this day and age, you see pressure on the ball. There's no pressure whatsoever here for Man United. 12 minutes in, still 0-0. Ball's cleared down the pitch from Sonichek. Lots of long clearances. Beardsley has it, just robbed there by Butts. Now it's with Ginola on that far side. He's got any magic to show Gary Neville. He's got 2 money. Cuts inside Neville. Does well, still holds the ball. Good little ball. Ferdinand from distance, deflected. Just wide from Ferdinand. That's going to be a corner. That's the closest we've come to a goal so far. Great play from Ginola on that left-hand side. He cut inside Beckham and Neville to show great strength. Squared it across the area to Ferdinand, whose shot deflected. It was only about 3 yards, not even that, 2 yards wide. Ginola floats a corner in. Here it comes now. Header goes up. Peacock with a header. That looks like it could be close to going in. They're celebrating in the Gallagher end, celebrating the area, and it looks like the referee's giving the goal. 1-0 to Newcastle United. Great header from Darren Peacock, very soft. The Man United players do not like this. They're coming out to linesman to kind of reciprocate with him, shout at him. It's actually the referee's there too to protect him. The linesman's saying the ball's in. We're going to see probably a replay. Here it is now. The corner came in. It was nodded back from Albert. Just a real soft header down. Oh, it's a very close one. Did Dennis Irwin get to it in time? We've got another angle of it now. The ball's headed down from Peacock. It's very, very close. Well, I mean, I can't tell. I think it's just over the line, but how the linesman can see is kind of beyond his words. Kevin Keegan celebrating the goal anyway. I mean, Fergie's up in the stands. He doesn't look too happy. But it's 1-0 to Newcastle. A header from Darren Peacock, which is just literally snuck over the line. And if it's gone that far over the line, that's about all it has done. 1-0 to Newcastle. And maybe deserved after the previous attack. We've been the better side. And let's see if we can build on this now. Man United have kicked off. They're back in the game again. One of Johnson is met there by Robert Lee with a great challenge. Beardsley out here to Ferdinand on this wide right-hand side. Looks for a pass, doesn't get one, and he's kind of jockeyed out of it there. Man United come from deep. Poborski's played a long ball looking for Cantona. Cantona plays it square here, and Nicky Butt could come with a bit of pressure. Goes inside one. That's well played by Nicky Butt. Good tackle low from Albert. Taking no prisoners there. And again from Steve Watson. Man United still have the ball out. It's on this wide left. Karl Poborski's cut inside, looking for a cross in. Cross comes in, looking for the far post. It's a good header, but it's blocked by Beresford. Cantona probably should have done better than that. But great bit of defending at the far post from John Beresford. 1-0 to Newcastle. We've played 14 minutes and 42 seconds. We do have a super sticker from Stotty. Thank you very much, mate. 4.49. I will come back to some comments in a minute. Next ad break, we'll do a couple of comments. So yeah, that's it. We've seen the goal again. It's a great leap at the far post from Steve Watson, and it's nodded down from Peacock. It's gone past Michael. Ooh, it's a real close one. I mean, I'd have given the goal. I think all of us would have given the goal, but I'm not sure how the linesman can see from his position if that's all gone fully in. Today we'd know. Anyway, the ball's with Beresford on the left-hand side. Great ball inside. Shearer turns. Good tackle low in there from David May. Long distance shots there. Went wide from David Ginola, who's floating around from left to right. It's been a great start so far. 1-0 to Newcastle. Of course, this win takes us to the top of the table and replaces the people we're playing, Man United. So it's a goal kick to Man United. Schmeichel clears it long down the field. This is something we don't see much of these days. Leap for Albert. Did well to win it, but there's a good little header from Poborski. But cut out by Albert. Imperious defending by the Belgian there. Now it's with Ferdinand and back to Robert Lee. Widen this right hand side. Looking for the ball for Ferdinand, but he's misplaced that, and Man United can build from deep with Dennis Irwin. Ball inside, but well in there from Beardsley. And now Batty will looks like a foul, but the referee's played advantage. Nicky Butt plays it out there to Cantona. Cantona's looking for a pass. He goes inside Albert this time and plays it down the bottom here for Karl Poborski. He'll cut inside onto his right foot. He's very right-footed. Plays the ball across the pitch to Gary Neville. He's got Beckham outside him, ignores him, and John Beresford gets a foot in, does really well. Now it's with David Ginola, approaching the halfway line and across the halfway line. It's kind of 3 against 4 here. Ginola plays a pass in the side, but it's cut out by David May. It doesn't reach. There's Ferdinand who made a run across the channel. Now it's with Newcastle back on it. They're giving the ball away both sides here. Beardsley has it. Plays a great ball out wide there to Shearer. Shearer's going to take on Gary Neville here. Ball comes inside and the ball's gone off Ferdinand for a goal kick. We'll take a couple of comments while we have an ad break. Thought we were going to see it with a watch long. You can watch it on YouTube. I'm currently 20 odd minutes in. I don't know if it's even that long. Great idea, this Billy Class game. It certainly is. Copyright means no pictures, indeed. Yes, says Tom. They're celebrating the goal there. Daniel's buzzing. And it's all skipped here. We're back on with the game, so we'll come back to this minute. My minute on Man United. So Alex Ferguson often has ref bias. Thanks for joining us, Judy. Man United are on attack at the moment, actually. It's with Solskjaer, who looks like he's handballed it. The ref hasn't seen it. He's squared up Steve Watson, but a good foot in there by Steve Watson. And now it's with Darren Peacock, edge of the area. Ball goes through. Beardsley looking through. Dave May beats him to it and can only puts it wide here for Solskjaer, who's come back into the picture. Dennis Irwin has the ball. He's come inside, looking for a ball out to Cantona. Bad controller from Cantona. and Newcastle can clear it with Ginola. And now with Batty, he'll look for a simple ball, finds one too. Robert Lee, little flick forward. Ginola's floating all over the place and causing Man United all sorts of trouble. He's gone past one. Lovely little ball out wide to the right hand side of the area. Ferdinand's cuts inside, but it looks like there was an offside. Didn't look obvious to me, but the line was obviously flagged. Les isn't very happy about it, and he's kind of telling him so as well. Linesman, of course, ignores him. We're 16 minutes in, people. Man United on the attack. Cantona, centre circle in the Newcastle half, and out wide here for David Beckham. Beckham comes inside, gives it to Nicky Butt. He's fouled, and the ref gives it. Foul from Beardsley. Not the man you'd usually see foul people, but he just put a foot in there, fouled Nicky Butt, and with free kicks slightly right of centre. And I'd say it's 32, 33 yards out from goal. The usual suspects are over it, Beckham and Cantona. There is a 4-man wall being built. Hope we get this one right. Probably the wrong side of Beckham, so we're probably going to be Cantona. Pavel's lined his wall up. It looks like he's got a 5-man wall. He's worried about this. Cantona chips over the top and over the top of the wall. Weren't a bad effort. Over the top of the wall, over the top of the bar. But not bad from that distance. Pav had it well covered and let it go over the bar for a goal kick to Newcastle. Plenty of curve on it, but Pav had it covered. It's about, I don't know, maybe 6 inches above the bar in the corner. Not a bad effort from there, but it's still 1-0 to Newcastle United. 19 minutes, 22 seconds gone. Pav clears it long down the pitch. Looking for Shearer. Shearer gets ahead to it. Looking for Ginola. It doesn't get to Ginola. Beckham has it wide on the right-hand side for Man United. He plays down the line for Cantona. Great leap from Albert. He's been superb so far. Beresford now. Ball in for Ginola. Lovely little flutch. And Ginola is robbed there. But he wins it back with a great bit of tenacity there. Neville gets good footing. Doesn't very happy about it. But whether he left his foot in or not, I don't know. Ginola's down injured at the minute. And I think Beresford's going to kick it out of play. So David Ginola can get some treatment. Gary Neville definitely got the ball, but he may have left his foot in. Whether we see a replay of it or not, I don't know. David Ginola started very brightly. He's given Man United kittens on this left-hand side, floating in and around to the right also. Been a good start from Ginola so far. I think he's been the most dangerous player Newcastle have had. He's okay, though. He's okay to continue. Newcastle have it with Beresford. Down for Shearer. Great knock. Great leap from Batty. Little flick from Ferdinand. Shearer's elbowed in the back there. The referee says play on. That was definitely a free kick, but the ref didn't see it like that. The ball's back with Peter Schmeichel. Now it's with Dennis Irwin. Right-footed left back for Man United. And very good one too. Ball forward. Looking for Solskjaer. Ronnie Johnson trying to break through. Didn't quite work for him. And Newcastle have the ball in the penalty area with the goalkeeper, Pavel Silicek. He's going to bring the ball out the area with his feet and he's going to look long for Ferdinand or Shearer. There it goes. Just missed Ferdinand and it's all the way through to Schmeichel, who rolls out to Gary Neville. And Man United will start from deep on their right-hand side. Gary Neville looking for options. Probably going to go down the line to Beckham. He does, and back to Neville it goes. Patient build-up from Manchester United here. It's with David May all the way back to Schmeichel. Newcastle closing all the out balls off, and so Man United forced to go back. Now Neville goes down the line, long, headed away from Albert. Now it's with Beckham. Cantona looking for it. There's a great ball over the top here to Poborski. He makes it. Poborski's got the ball. Could look for a curver. Just come out the area. Shot deflected. Could be a corner. But a great ball from Cantona to pick out Poborski. And Poborski's shot was blocked off. Corner ball to Manchester United. And this is their first call of the game, I do believe. They'll send the big man up, May and Pallister. Poborski will take it. It'll be an in-swinger with his right foot. There it goes. In he goes. Headed away. Fantastic header from Ferdinand. Edge of the area. It's going to be a long effort from Beckham. And that's high wide. Not very handsome from David Beckham. How are we watching? I'm watching it on YouTube and commenting from there. This is Toon Views. Thank you, Stotty, for the super chat. The comments skipped again. They're going to show the Peacock goal once more. I think we're going to get a definitive answer whether this ball's over the line or not. There's the header from Watson. Did really well to get above May. The ball's Christ. Well, I'll be honest with you, that doesn't look over the line to me from that picture. 22 minutes gone. 1-0, and the ball is with Newcastle. Beardsley floats at it. Ginola. It's brought up by Neville. Cross comes in, looking for Shearer or Ferdinand. It's gone between them. Batty does well to get the ball, and here he is again. Batty, corner of the area, looks for a cross, looking for Ferdinand, but it's cut out by Pallister. Now it's cleared downfield by Johnson, straight to Srnicek. Not a great clearance. Now it's with Steve Watson in the right back position for Newcastle. Comes down the line. David Batty's out here on the right hand side. He's got Robert Lee inside him, but he goes backwards instead to Peacock, and he squares it across the berries. So a bit of pressure coming from Beckham. But ball down the line to Ginola, slid in from the back from Neville. That's got to be a free kick. Neville had no hope of getting there. But he's such as he's been terrorised by the Frenchman, he's had to kind of put a foot in to kind of show him who's the boss, really. But it's a terrible tackle. This day and age, that could have been a red. Even also Cesare. Evening Cesare. Hello to Danielle. And Paul's in the house. Hope you're feeling better, matey. Even everyone. Back with the game now. It's a throw into Newcastle in the Man United half on the left-hand side. John Beresford will take it. Looking for Alan Shearer. Shearer takes down the chest. Does really well. Puts it out to Ginola on that left-hand side. Little floated ball inside. Peter Beardsley has it now. Foot left in now on Beardsley from Cantona, but Newcastle will get the ball back with Batty. Now Robert Lee, and back to Steve Watson in the right back position for Newcastle. Back to Peacock. Look for the target man of Ferdinand, but it's well watched by David May. And now it's with Irwin, and now Poborski. And Man United can get this ball clear finally. Irwin looks inside, finds Cantona, little ball back, it goes. Now it's with Dennis Irwin again on this left-hand side. Ball on the line, there's Cantona again. Jonsson, and now Irwin will look for the run of Solskjaer. Solskjaer did a good little run off the ball there. Albert followed him and cleared out for throwing. Well defended by the Belgian at the back for Newcastle there. 24 minutes, almost 25 minutes gone, folks. It's still Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Kevin Keegan looking quite pleased with himself, but probably concerned about the ball Man United getting in the middle of the park at this precise moment in time. Poborski stepped inside Robert Lee there, but from conveyed to Burt and then back to Irwin, a real curvy cross. No one's going in there for Man United. Easily picked off by Srnicek. He clears straight away down the pitch, looking for Alan Shearer's run against David May. Alan Shearer did great there. Great bit of physical play. I think the referees give a free kick to Man United, but it wasn't really a foul. He was entitled to go for it, and Man United will come away now with Butts. Butts looking for a long ball, looking for Solskjaer overhits. Watson can get it away. Watson does get it away. Again, a foot left in from Solskjaer. They're leaving the foot in there, Man United. Every single challenge, virtually. Pallister plays it out wide, though, to Gary Neville. About 15 yards into the Man United half. Ball forward to Butts. Ball in side, looking for Solskjaer. It's Poborski, but welded by... Oh, that could be a penalty. He's looking for it if he did get it, but there was a bit of confusion between Srnicek and Watson there. Poborski pushed it past Srnicek and then kind of dived over him, trying to get a penalty. Ref wouldn't have none of it. Albert's coming out with the ball with it from defence, and they can cut this out, Man United. Looking at dangerous here, Manchester United. Poborski now has the ball on this left-hand side. Cross with the left foot. It ain't the greatest cross in the world. In fact, it's gone straight out for a goal kick. But he's looking fuming at this penalty decision. I think we'll see a replay of it here. The ball, Steve Watson's trying to get in between Poborski and the ball. He gets there, but Poborski gets a foot in. Srnicek's gone down. Poborski tried to jump him, left a foot in and deliberately tripped over him. No pen for me. It's the most blatant kind of James Maddison type dive you'll ever see. It's a goal kick to Newcastle. Srnicek cleared it. 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes on the clock. Shearer's coming to a challenge for the ball, but it's come away with Man United, and Albert will now play it wide for Beresford, who cuts inside. Great little ball from Albert, and great move from Beresford also. And a ball through, that looks like offside from Shearer. He's about 10 yards offside there. But well played from Beresford, but the ball wasn't great. The run went too early. And it's a free kick to Man United for offside. 27 minutes gone. Ball now is with Gary Neville. Sorry, Dennis Irwin. Solskjaer finds Solskjaer. Solskjaer's coming back inside. Now it's with Poborski. Little flick inside for Johnson and back. Nice bit of blade from Borski. Did well to get free there. Peacock's come out to close them down and managed to get a block in two. And they come away with the ball, Newcastle. Great defender from down Peacock. Ball down the line for Ferdinand. Can he hold it up? He can. Now he'll play it back or try to, but he's kind of got a little slice off it. And it's gone out for a throw into Man United. Borski's looking the danger man at the moment for Manchester United without any shadow of a doubt. The ball is with Solskjaer trying to get past Steve Watson and might just do so. No, Robert Lee comes in, takes the ball off him. Peacock now can clear it. Ball's played out. Beardsley, little chip for Beresford. Will he keep up with it? No, he won't. It was Ginola actually with a little chip, and it's a throw into Man United. Newcastle trying to play out of danger there. Didn't work. And Man United can keep this pressure on. Square ball inside for Johnson. Little ball for... Gets good out anyway. Little header from Shearer was fantastic. And now Ginola can go. Ginola can go. He's going at David May here. The first one he's got against the centre-half. Overhits the pass for Shearer, who's made the run. And Schmeichel can grab that and throw it out to Neville, who then gives it to Beckham. Beckham cuts inside Beresford. Looks for a ball across for Borski. It's a good ball too. Borski chests it down. It's squared up by Robert Lee. But so he goes backwards. It's with Ronnie Johnson. Ball to the edge of the area to Solskjaer. Little flick out here to Nicky Butt. Now on the far side to Gary Neville. A horrendous cross straight into the arms of Pavel Sunacek. And that attack's kind of died due to the cross of Gary Neville. The crosses of Man United ain't been great so far. But it's 1-0. We've played 29 minutes. And Newcastle kind of deserve the lead at the moment, even though it was a very, very kind of controversial goal. Cleared from Sunacek. Leap from Ferdinand isn't good enough to beat Pallister, but the one from Batty does, and now it's with Shearer, and now it's wide out here to Robert Lee. Robert Lee's looking for a cross into the middle. There it goes. Almost came to Ferdinand on the far post. Now it's cleared by Johnson. Beresford picks it up, looking for a ball. He's gone for a little cross in for Shearer. Missed kick there from David May, and it comes for a throw into Newcastle. A good little bit of pressure this from the Toon. Still 1-0. Robert Lee takes a throw in. Inside it goes for Batty. Back to Lee. And we'll take a couple of comments while we have an advert. How about the next live stream being the game? We put 5 past Sunderland. Depends if we see it or not. I don't think it's on the list. Back in the game again. I'm going to go back a couple of seconds to cover what we just missed. Because it was a throw into Newcastle, which it was with Sunacek, so we'll go from where Sunacek was. He's going off the floor, looking for a ball. It's clear, 29 minutes and 20 seconds gone. We'll go to where the phone came from, which was the kind of ball. Robert Lee kind of went for the cross, didn't he? It was cleared. And there we go, we can go from here. There's Beresford now. Beresford looking for a ball. There's the cross for Beresford, and it is sliced away from Pallister. There's the throw into Newcastle, but we left it out before the ads came. Shearer's causing that back to real problems. Him and Ferdinand are swapping. Lee has the ball now. Back it goes then to Steve Watson. Across here to Peter Beardsley. He'll look for a pass to Beresford. Gone wide to Beresford. He'll look for a pass here. Up to Ginola. Squared. Neville up. Gone from distance. Curved it. The right-hand side corner of the net. What a fantastic goal from the Frenchman. Absolutely brilliant goal. That's superb. And well set up too. The way he kind of got in between Neville and the ball, shielded it, then kind of feinted to the right, went with the right foot and left foot and curved it into the corner of the net. Schmeichel had absolutely no chance. 2-0 to Newcastle, and that is a fantastic goal from Ginola. Edge right on the edge of the area, but what a shot. No goalkeeper stopping that. And if we get a view from outside, from behind the goal, we'll see the curve on it. I mean, Schmeichel did go full strength, and he was no way near it. What a fantastic goal that is. Absolute belting goal from Ginola. Belting goal. Gary Neville got nowhere near the ball. Kevin Keegan is absolutely ecstatic. So is Terry McDermott. The whole of the Newcastle bench applauding. An absolute fantastic bit of play from David Ginola to put Newcastle United 2-0 up against Man United. And at the moment, are heading towards the top of the table in this top of the table clash, of course. The ball's going to start with Sunacek here. Man United must be shell-shocked. That was a fantastic strike. Fantastic bit of play. Bit of strength to hold off going over, then come inside and shoot from distance. Great goal. Free kick to Newcastle Sunachek takes it, and it's headed away from Gary Neville. Beresford knocks it back in, looking for Ferdinand. Ferdinand does well to keep hold of the ball, but there's a free kick being given. I think the referee might have played advantage. He does. Ferdinand, that's another slide in the back. That must be the fifth one. This time it's David May. Sooner or later, in this day and age, there'd have been 5 bookings. But I don't think there's been one so far. The slide from behind has certainly been outlawed. It used to be, it was a foul. In fact, David May has been yellow carded for that one. I think he kind of took the wrath the previous 6 or 7 that has gone with Man United players. It's a free kick to Newcastle. Left hand side, curved in from Beresford into the area. Leap from Albert. And I think it's going to be a goal kick. Indeed it is. 32 minutes on the clock. Newcastle United 2, Man United 0. Half time, we'll do some comments before we come to this. But what a fantastic strike. The curve, it just took it into the side of the net. Not even the corner, it's a side bit between the corner and the post. Unstoppable. 3 shots today, 1 on target, 1 goal. Ginola, he's been an absolute threat. A thorn in the side of that Man United back four because he's floating across the pitch. He's gone from left to right, back to left. Sometimes receiving the ball in the middle of the pitch, and no one's known who to pick him up. So, yeah, he's been a real threat. Man United have the ball at the minute with Pallister. That's a terrible pass, cut out by Ginola, in fact, and Ginola putting the work rate in, and that's a foul. The refs let that one go. That's a definite foul. Johnson, he's got away with it. Beckham has it wide on the right hand side for Man United. Very bad decision that from the referee. That was definitely a foul on Ginola. Now it's with Gary Neville. He looks for ball inside. He can pick up Pallister. He's been squared up by Shearer, and he's given the ball away. And now Newcastle can come with Robert Lee. And on this right hand side, it's Steve Watson, I believe. Steve Watson is the first man forward. Ball inside, looking for is that Beardsley with a little try? It was a little impudent try. Just it caught the wrong side of his foot and went wide for a goal kick. But a fantastic bit of play there from Newcastle to get into that situation. Beardsley was in the area, little flick up with 1 foot and tried to volley, just sliced it wide. Great effort. Now it's with Man United coming forward here. The ball's gone for Solskjaer. Peacock's done really well there to kind of read where the ball was going and then take the ball away. Watson cuts inside Poborski. Back to Cerny checking the goal. Of course, he can't pick it up. It's not that long ago. So he clears it down the pitch. Looking for Shearer, but he's well muscled out by Pallister. He knocks it forward. Now it's with Solskjaer, but Albert took it off him. We're getting a free kick. And Cantona wants a free kick. He's not going to get one, I don't think. In fact, he might get one against him. Alan Shearer yet to have a shot at all, and no attempts, but he's still been a thorn in the side of the Man United back four. And I don't think Ferdinand, he only had 1 shot, which was deflected wide. But that front 2 are definitely causing trouble. Yeah, 1 shot between the 2 of them, 34 minutes in. And Newcastle 2 up without the front 2, really causing any kind of trouble to the goalkeeper, to Schmeichel. So we can be happy with our lot at the moment. John Beresford throws the ball down the line, looking for Ginola. Ginola flicks it inside, Batty back to Beresford. Little triangle was nice. Stab forward from Beresford, nodded down by May to Gary Neville. Gary Neville chips it over the top, looking for Cantona. The touch was poor for Cantona. And now it's with... that's a foul. And that's a great tackle. That's my bias. It was the same tackle from 2 different players from different teams. The one that Robert Lee did was great. The one that Cantona did was a foul. Still, Man United have the ball. And they have it with Dennis Irwin in the left-back position. Back he goes to Schmeichel. He's been pressurised this time. And he clears it first time. Straight into touch. So great pressure there. Schmeichel isn't happy. He's blaming everyone but himself, as always. That's what he always did, blamed everyone but himself. The ball is with Ginola. Beresford now to Batty, slips it back here to Peacock, to Watson. Watson now looks for a ball out here. He finds Robert Lee. Robert Lee plays it back to Steve Watson, who's overrun the ball, and Johnson takes it off him. And Manchester United can build from inside their own half, and the ball goes to Poborski, but straight in is Steve Watson. So throw into Man United on the halfway line. Dennis Irwin throws it backwards to Gary Pallister. Gary Pallister squares to David May. David May, of course, former teammate of Andy Shearer at Blackburn. Long ball from May. and it's nodded back from Steve Watson to Pavel Sunishek. Nice little header that cushioned it back to the keeper. 36 minutes on the clock. Newcastle 2, Man United 0. Been a fantastic first half so far, score-wise. But it's been probably a little bit more even than 2-0, I'd say. But not on chances. Man United did have a shout for a penalty, but it was waved away. Flick on from Ferdinand. Shearer inside, cleared from Irwin. Now it's Gary Neville. He'll play it back to Peter Schmeichel. He'll clear first time. Down the pitch, looking for Solskjaer, nodded away from Peacock. Now Beresford goes all the way back to Pavel. Bit of pressure on from Solskjaer. He's not going to get there. That's not the greatest clearance from Sunishek. But Newcastle do win it, and it's now with Batty. Lovely little ball here for Lee. Lee's going through the middle of the park, overhits his pass all the way back to Sunishek. But nice little bit of play in our own half there. We'll take another couple of comments. Well, we have an advert. Daniel says, "Hi, Gaffer. The game's back on." So we'll come back to the game. Beardsley has the ball in the centre circle. Little slip forward for Robert Lee. Little ball there. Ginola, who's coming inside. Ferdinand has it. Back to Robert Lee. Now it's to with Beardsley. And he spreads it outside for Shearer. He's gone on that left-hand side. Cuts inside. He's got it on 30. Hits the post. God, he's got to be 30 yards out there. Great effort from Shearer. Now he has a shot. Now he has a shot on target. But that was a fantastic effort. No one saw the shot coming from that distance and from that angle, to be honest. But it cannoned into the bottom of the post. Schmeichel was beaten. What a terrific shot from Shearer. He's kind of used the defender as a shield. Schmeichel may have just had it covered, but it's rocketed into the bottom of the post. What a fantastic effort. Christ, that's brilliant. So unlucky as well. And that's what £15 million buys you. That's quality. Ferdinand leaps against Irwin, wins it. Little chip ball from Robert Lee, overhit. It's with Schmeichel, who rolls out to Gary Neville. But what a fantastic shot from Shearer there, which no one expected. And it rocketed into the post. So unlucky. Could have been 3. Man United tried to come forward, but the ball didn't get to the target. Beardsley has it in the middle of the park now. Running against Johnson. Plays it wide here for Ginola. Ginola up against Neville. Dancing, shimmying, twisty, turning, little crossing, looking far post. Shearer overhits. Not sure if Shearer's offside. Shearer wanted the ball more inwardly so he could run onto it. But fantastic shot from Shearer. That really has shocked the crowd because no one saw that coming. It just came from nowhere. Rocketed into the bottom of the post. Could have been 3-0, but unfortunately it bounced out. Schmeichel did well to get close to it, to be fair. And at the moment, Schmeichel's clearing the ball down the pitch. We're in 40th minute, 39 minutes gone. And the ball is with Ginola on that wide left side. Neville's right up his backside and gets a little collision between Beardsley. But he's done well, Beardsley, and he's played it to Watson. He's looking for a ball down the line. He's come inside, actually, and it's straight into Palace's head. Now Irwin. Not a great ball from Irwin. He's been pressured by Lee, but he clears it down the line, Irwin. Looking for Solskjaer. Peacock steps in. Lovely little touch from Batty. Robert Lee now, wide right-hand side. Will come back for Watson. Ball inside for Beardsley. Little chip over the top. That's fantastic play. But not the greatest ball there from Peter Beardsley. But a little bit of play before that was superb. Beardsley goes sliding on Beckham. Misses Beckham. And Beckham now plays it out to Gary Neville. And Man United come from deep with David May. Out here to Dennis Irwin. No real urgency about Man United, to be honest, even though they're 2 down. And they're very patient in their build-up at the back with Pallister out here to Karol Poborski, who's come deep to receive it on the halfway line. Chips it forward, looking for Solskjaer. That's Albert's all day. Batty waited for it, and Butt stepped in. And now Butt's in here. Butt's in. He's against the keeper. Sunset's come out to him. Ball's terrible. And it's funny enough, it's with Ginola now. Great bit of defending from Albert to cut the ball out. Nicky Butt panicked there. Should have done much better than that. Little flick on from Ferdinand. And it's a throw into Man United, but that was dangerous. Nicky Butt got forward. Was one-on-one with Sunishek. He did well, Sunishek, to shepherd him away. But the ball from Butt wasn't great, and it was cut out, and Newcastle managed to clear. But that could have been dangerous. Still 2-0, 40 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. And it's with David May stepping forward, looking for ball. He's gone over the top, looking for Solskjaer, who looks offside. But Watson steps in and plays a lovely header back to Sunishek. Real great bit of defending there by Steve Watson. And we can clear from deep with Srnicek. 41 minutes on the clock. Srnicek's rolled the ball out. He's with his feet and long down the pitch it goes. Looking for Shearer. Shearer's beaten in the air by Irwin. And now it's with Beardsley. Bad ball from Beardsley. Cuts out from Beckham. Beckham will now look for a pass. He's going to look for the ball down the line here for Cantona. Great tackle from Cantona there from Batty. And Batty steps in. Cantona didn't like that and actually kicked out at Batty. And now Burt and Batty are having a bit of a fight here. Cantona's into it as well. Albert's separating it all. And the referee wants to speak to both of them. David Batty certainly had the upper hand in that little tete-a-tete, let's say. There was definitely a foot left in and then a kick out at David Batty. I think it was Cantona or Burt. Burt didn't like it. Batty was definitely the boss there. He was definitely the alpha male in that situation. Looks like they're both going to get booked, though. Yeah, Batty's definitely getting booked. I think Burt's going to follow him. The two of them going into the book here. The Newcastle crowd want a red for Burt. That's not going to happen. He's not going to give one a yellow and the other one a red. Let's see what happened here. Burt wins the ball off Beardsley. Batty goes in and then puts a foot on him. Then Burt kicks out, tries to act the hard man, tries to push Batty off, and Batty grabs Burt by the throat and says, "What are you doing, young fellow? You do not mess with the alpha male at St James's Park." Made a bit of a mistake there, Burt, and thought he was a hard man and come off second best. It's a throw into Man United. In their defensive right back position, Gary Neville will take it. It's coming inside now, throwing across. It's with Gary Pallister. He'll come out of defence with the ball. Elegantly striding forward, Gary Pallister. Been a fantastic player for England, Man United and Middlesbrough, of course. But he plays it in here for Poborski. Poborski's on the halfway line. Not really got many options. He goes back to Pallister. Cantona's floated across to this right-hand side. Sorry, left-hand side, Man United, isn't it? Left-hand side. Man U haven't got... There's no runners off the ball. Cantona has it deep. It's nice looking for a ball, but Albert's going to win that and does. Great head from Albert. And now it's with Beresford. Little flick back from Beardsley. Batty slips it wide here for Robert Lee. Man United chasing shadows at the minute. Ferdinand is great there. Plays it back. Beardsley. Lovely ball out wide to Ginola. Ginola feints to go inside, then does go inside. Looking for the ball inside. Chips it, goes across for Ferdinand, who doesn't control it. But nice bit of football from Newcastle there in the middle of the park to get dominance over the Man United chasers. They were really hunting us down in packs there, but they couldn't get anywhere near the ball due to the swifter feet of the likes of Ginola and Beardsley. Superb. Very good. Excellent football. 44 minutes on the clock. Don't know how much injury time I'm going to have. Don't recall a trainer being on the pitch. Schmeichel's cleared it down the field. It's nodded by Peacock. Albert clears it with a towering header. And again from Albert. Been absolutely dominant today in the air. Albert flicked from Ginola. That's not the greatest one he's ever done. It went to Cantona and he's flicked it out wide here for Gary Neville, who's come forward. Beckham's gone outside him. Will he go for Beckham? Will he go for the cross? He comes for the cross himself. Peacock gets the header away. We'll go for a throw into Man United. Poborski will probably take it. It's about 20 yards outside the area. And it's with Johnny Johnson. And he then plays it for Pallister, looking for a wide ball for Beckham. Little nod from Neville. That's a good little header from Beckham. Cross from Neville ain't great. It's cut out and Newcastle can clear it, and we do. Now it's back here with Poborski. Foot in there from Lee, but didn't quite fall to Ginola, who's kind of running all over the midfield at the minute. Shearer's covering him out wide on the left. And it's with Beckham again. Long cross here. Cut out from Albert on the floor this time. Sliced. Good jump there from Watson. Johnson now inside. Plays it there. Here's Cantona. Cantona looks for a pass. He gets the pass too. He was overhit it. Can never keep it in. Just keeps it in. He'll play it back. David Beckham now will look for a cross from the right-hand side. It comes and it's come across to Robert Lee. Of course, Karol Poborski appeals for handball when he can't even see he's behind him. But it's clear for Robert Lee. And it's 45 minutes up. Don't know how much injury time we're going to get because in them days we didn't know. Pallister has the ball. Johnson flicks inside for Solskjaer. I don't know what that is. He's looking for Poborski. It was a little back flick that nearly worked, and good job Steve Watson was switched on there because Poborski could have sneaked him around the back to that back flick. And Man United have a thrown on the edge of the area. And Solskjaer running straight into. I'm not sure where he's supposed to go there, Steve Watson. The referee's give a free kick on the edge of the area, on the left-hand side of it. Man United big men are coming forward. 46 minutes on the clock, about a minute of injury time. Beckham's come across to take the free kick. Floats it in, looking for the far post. Good fist there from Pavel Sunacek. Gets the ball away. And it's going to be a throw into Man United on the far side of the pitch this time. Took control there. Pav did really well. Got a fist on it. Got his arm around Darren Peacock. I'm not sure if it's half-time or not. I think it might be half-time with a score of Newcastle United 2, Man United 0. Goals from Darren Peacock. Controversial. Very iffy across the line. Then the second goal was a superb goal from Ginola. Absolute belter. Curved from edge of the area, from the left-hand side of the area into the right-hand side of the net. Great goal. 2-0. We'll take a kind of break here and go for some comments. Tom says, hi, Paul. Hope you're feeling better. And, of course, Susan saying hello to Paul. I'm back again. Reciprocated. Where are we now? The comments have skipped. This is horrendous. Can't believe it skipped. Let's go from there. No better feeling than stuff from Man United. There isn't. Watch on YouTube on another device, mate. That's the idea. Roy says, get in. We can. It's on YouTube. Says we can watch it. It's on YouTube. Buzzing says Danielle. Hi, Danielle, says Paul. Right, okay. Is Sinclair watching? That's a good question. He's injured. No space for Beardsley on the bench. Beardsley's playing, of course. I hope you had a good Jubilee weekend. He's been poorly. Anyone would think you don't like Man U, Danielle. I'm talking about what he's doing now in 2022. Brilliant, Ginola. We need to tie him down to a new deal. If Keegan doesn't walk out, we'll win the league for sure. I love these posts. They're great. Rotten club card they are. I agree with you. It won't be long till we can replicate the scoreline. I agree with Cesare as well. It won't be long. Could be sooner than people think. We'll beat them again like this soon. And it will be a glorious day indeed. It will. We're looking forward to it already. Ginola was on fire, says Stu. He was. What's this UK Toon gold? It's kind of. We're going back 26 years, 25 and a half years. We're half-time, of course, as Tom says. Great first half. Gary wants to have any chance of putting a bet on the score. Please smash those likes if you're enjoying the show and consider subscribing. Absolutely. That is the point I shall make now. If you are new to the channel, and you may well be, hit the thumbs up, give us a like, and then consider subscribing to the channel. Loads of great content on here. And also, if you like us that much, you could consider becoming a member to the channel and being part of the Toon Review family, which you will be anyway, but in bigger parts. So great if you could do that for us. Shows on most nights of the week, not just me. We've got a great team, Paul, Danielle, Alex, as well as myself, doing our best to put great Newcastle United content for you. And that's just it. And then hit the notification bell so you know when we're live. That's the key to everything. Thanks for that. Ryan says, wondering if I should put a bet for this game to end 5-0. Could be a good idea. Great commentary, Billy, on an amazing game. Thanks, Keith. Oh no, Boosie in the half-time NUFC ads. Indeed he was. I'll give you a 3-2-1 warning. Second half. I might actually wind forward a little bit and try and find the second half. Where are we now? We've got an ad in a minute. So, yeah, I will. I'll definitely give you a warning so you can kind of tie in with me. The only problem is when the ads hit, isn't it? And if our ads hit at the same time, it's okay. I'm currently doing something about the food bank, so if we wind forward and get to the part where we can. Right, okay, second half. We're ready to go for the second half, guys. Quick drink. Quick puff on the puffer. We're ready to go first half. I will tell you the minute we kick off so you can sync. But before we do that, Keith has sent us a $10 super chat from America, from Maryland. And he says, nice relaxing Sunday here in Maryland. Fair play to Keith, and thanks very much for the super chat. It's really appreciated. Thanks for generosity, mate. Are we ready to go? The Man United players are on the centre circle, and they've kicked off. And off they go. So second half's underway. Newcastle kicking towards the Gallagate now. And at the minute, it's back with Gary Pallister in the centre half defence, centre half position. He's gone forward there for Karol Poborski. Sorry, back to Pallister. Still, it's obviously 2-0 to Newcastle. 25 seconds into the second half. And we're all pretty close now, hopefully synced. Wide side, it's gone. Peter Beardsley steps in, takes the ball off Nicky Butt there. Robert Lee tries to go past Poborski, but runs it out of play. It's a throw into Man United halfway in our half. Long throw, looking for Cantona. Batty gets a nod on it, takes it away. Now it's with Ronnie Johnson. Inside here for Cantona has come very deep to receive the ball. Floated ball over the top. Ain't a bad one either. Looking for Nicky Butt, and he's slightly shot wide. Nice forward run from Butt. Nice ball from Cantona. But he was shepherded wide from the defence of Newcastle defence, and he sliced his shot wide. Goal kick, but it was a good run. Good ball. It was Albert that went with him, and actually Albert got a foot on it, and it's a corner ball. Great defender from Albert. I thought he'd sliced it, but it was actually a corner ball, which Poborski will take as an outswinger with his right foot, and the heads go up, and it's come off the head of, looks like David May, and it's a goal kick to Newcastle United. 46 minutes on the clock. 2-0 to Newcastle. Man United have started the second half the better, although we're only 2 minutes in as we speak. Clearance from Sernacek, then down the pitch, looking for the two big men up there, Shearer and Ferdinand. Shearer's leapt for it. It's skimmed off his head. Palace has done well to win it, actually. And it's clear from Dennis Irwin. Steve Watson nods it forward, goes out of play for a throw into Manchester United. Now the ball's back with the Man United defence. Irwin inside here for Johnson. Johnson's out wide here for Gary Neville, and they can build now with no pressure on, really. But slip there from Cantona, and now Newcastle can come from deep with Batty. Little float forward for Shearer. He's been in the air by May, but nods it back. Bad control from Johnson, but May picks out a ball to Poborski, and he's come to this far side to Neville. Bad header from Neville. Boris picks it up into Shearer. Shearer's running at the Man United defence here. He's going to probably go back to Ginola. Flick back to Shearer. And it's a throw into Newcastle. Nice little bit of play from Shearer and Ginola there. It's a throw to Newcastle. No, it's not. It's I think we have, for some reason, the ball's probably put offside. Man United get a free kick. Strange bit of refereeing there. Signal for the throw into Newcastle, but then give a free kick for offside. Obviously, didn't see the linesman's flag. And Man United have it deep with Johnson back to Gary Pallister in the centre of the Man United defence. Ball through the middle, looking for Cantona. Flicks off there to Nicky Butt. Ball forward for Poborski. Back to Dennis Irwin. Trying to draw the Newcastle defence out here, but not really succeeding. Little flick there. Beckham has it, and out wide it goes to Gary Neville. Beckham comes back to receive the ball again. He's more inside than what he ended up playing. Lovely floating pass there. Poborski has it. Pressured there from Robert Lee. Robert Lee gets a foot in. And in fact, the ball comes back to Ronnie Johnson. Ronnie Johnson looks for the ball out wide here for Poborski. Sorry, not Poborski. It's Beckham, isn't it? And Beckham's kind of holding his shin. So the ball goes straight out of play. Beresford has it now. Ball forward for Batty. That's a free kick. The ref just lets it go on. Beckham looking for a cross. The cross comes in from Beckham. Far post header. Beat it out from Sernacek. Could fall for Cantona. Cleared off the line there from Watson and now taken from Sernacek. But that's the most dangerous Man United have been so far. Great defending from Steve Watson, but Man United had 2 chances there to score a goal and didn't work either time. Head on the far post. They're still coming now with Poborski. Ball's back here with Palace floated it wide here, looking for David Beckham. Now it's with Johnson. Run off the ball. Albert gets his head in it and goes out for a corner. But that was very dangerous. That's the first time they've really looked like scoring. The cross came in from Beckham, far post, looking for Solskjaer. Good save, beat out from Sunacek. Beresford didn't quite clear it. Cantona got a shot in it. It was actually Peacock that cleared off the line. Great bit of defending. And the ball then fell into Sunacek's hands. But very close there. 50 minutes on the clock. Still 2-0 to Newcastle. Although that was very close to being 2-1. Corner came in, headed back, but it's cleared. And it's Ginola running against Irwin. And Ginola wins it. But Neville takes it off him and plays it back to Peter Schmeichel in the Man United nets. Johnson has it, picks up from deep and plays it out here for Gary Neville on the right-hand side. Then forward to Beckham. Back to Neville. Actually, Poborski looks like they've swapped sides. Poborski coming on the right-hand side now. Cantona squaring up Batty. Plays it out wide here for Neville. And that's come off. There's a throw. Must be an offside there. Because that was a blatant corner. Neville's give a goal kick. That's a very strange decision. Very, very strange decision. Unless it ricocheted twice, but that looked like a corner to me. Actually, it's offside. It's give offside for someone in the middle of the park, which you couldn't see from the pictures we got. Sunacek takes it, edge of the area, goal kick, free kick for offside. Shearer leaps, gets a flick onto it. Dennis Irwin has it, the wide left-hand side. Comes back inside for Pallister, back to Schmeichel. He's closed down quickly by Ferdinand and quickly has to release it. The ball is with Beckham. Now it's with Johnson. Beresford should get there first and does against Solskjaer. Solskjaer slid in. That's a terrible tackle from Solskjaer. Terrible tackle. That should be a yellow card. He does offer his apologies, but that's a bad tackle from Solskjaer. And Newcastle United have a free kick. He was outpaced by Beresford. He went to slide in to get the ball, took none of the ball, took John Beresford's ankle, and it's a free kick. And will he get booked for that? I'm not sure he will. Possibly. But Newcastle can relieve the pressure a little bit now with a free kick in the left-back area. Ferguson's come down to the bench now after the stands where he was first half, chewing his gum very, very anxiously. Man United are coming forward at the moment. They're looking for Cantona. Beckham tries to get in. Great clearance from Batty. Ginola's trying to outstrength Neville and will get a free kick. Great bit of play from Ginola there. He's had a great game, Ginola. Got to be honest. Had a great game. Outstrengthened Gary Neville there. It was too physical for him. And that's something you don't say about Ginola, or didn't say about Ginola every day of the week. But today he looks right up for it and he's been really hungry. He's put himself about and capitalised. And that all culminates with a fantastic goal. Anyway, long ball looking for Ferdinand, who'll get there and shields it from Dennis Irwin on the left-hand side, and the right-hand side is Newcastle go. Cuts inside. Has that gone out of play? I think it might have done. Yeah, it's a throw-in. Ferdinand just couldn't quite keep it in. And it's a throw-in to Man United, deep in their own half, on their left-hand side. Dennis Irwin will take it. Linesman looks a bit rockabilly rebel there. Ball's come forward now, and now Newcastle can come with a throw-in on the halfway line. Unless we have to give a free kick for the push by Ronnie Johnson, it's possible. Jordi Cruyff's warming up for Manchester United. Looks like he's ready to come on. Here's a free kick, actually. Beardsley slips it into Ferdinand, who controls it, and back to Batty. Back to Beardsley now. Lovely little ball for Ferdinand. Ginola has it, or does he? No, he doesn't go for that one. And the ball is played back from Beckham to Peter Schmeichel, who clears it long and aimlessly, really, because Philippe Albert is imperious in the air, wins the ball, and heads it away. And now Man United pick it up in their own half. David May has it, and he's floated one through the middle, flicked on from Solskjaer, looking for Cantona, but Albert steps in. Now he does get Cantona in the ball. Good little ball, great cut out from Peacock. Cantona left a foot in there as well. And Albert isn't happy with Cantona, and Cantona is down holding his shoulder. Cantona certainly left a foot in there. Whether Philippe Albert then left a foot back, Batty's laughing at him. Albert's not taking any kind of mess from Cantona at all. Looks a very tough man, Philippe Albert. Wouldn't want to fight with him meet him in a dark night and get on the wrong side of him. Cantona's just pointed to him and said, "Who knows what's going to happen soon?" But Cantona didn't look very happy. So, bit of beef between those two, Albert and Cantona. Solskjaer's coming off, Man United, making a substitution. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been really ineffective. Comes off. Babyface Assassin's been firing blanks today, that's for certain. Off he goes. Ollie's at the wheel. He's gone. He's been hooked. And on comes Jordi Cruyff. The most, I don't know, I'm not going to say. Poborski now with a corner for Man United. It's a long one, but it's knocked away. And Ferdinand will get there first, I believe. Beckham slides in. Could be a Newcastle throw-in. Beckham's got there in front of Ferdinand. And indeed it is. So Jordi Cruyff's on for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think Jordi Cruyff's one of the worst Man United players I've ever seen. It was awful. So Newcastle United are on the attack at the minute. Batty's played it wide here for John Beresford. Little floated ball looking for Ginola. Does well there, Ginola. Oh, does really well. Beats two men off, but then took the ball off him from Johnson. And now it's with Beckham looking for a long ball from deep. Peacock will win that, and calmly, it was offside anyway, but he calmly nodded it back to Pavel Sunacek. Cantona was offside. They're going with Cantona and Cruyff up front now. Marginally offside. Cruyff. Newcastle have a free kick, and Sunacek will clear it. Looking for Ferdinand. Ferdinand trying to get in behind Irwin here, but he's not going to catch that overhit from Sunacek. And it will be a goal kick to Manchester United. 57 minutes gone now, and it's 2-0 to Newcastle still. Schmeichel's played it out here for Gary Neville in the right back position for Man United. Looking for ball down the line. Didn't find Beckham, overhit it. Underhit Jordi Cruyff. And it will be a throw-in to Newcastle United. John Beresford will take it. 20 yards into our own half on the left-hand side. Up the line looking for Shearer. Nicky Butt interrupts and plays it back to Schmeichel, who cleared it down the pitch. First time. Steve Watson gets his head on it. Nicky Butt takes it off Peter Beardsley, but the ball is with Robert Lee now on the right-hand side for Newcastle. And it's with Steve Watson. Now Robert Lee. Probably come back. He does. Batty. Now Watson. Could Watson make a run forward? He makes a little ball in for Ferdinand. Went to get the return, but he went to Robert Lee instead. Robert Lee will take on his player. He plays it out here for Ferdinand. Ferdinand with a cross. It's cut out at the near post. It comes back out to Les Ferdinand. Les Ferdinand will probably go back, will he? He does. It's back here with Steve Watson. Or David Batty, sorry. He's come inside. Little ball in for Ferdinand. Lovely little slip there. Robert Lee. Well played. Him and Beers were brilliant there. Lee nearly got it through. Ginola has it. He's fouled. Referee's played on. Ginola's picked the ball up, so it'll be a free kick to Man United fan ball. Pallister pushes Ginola, wants the ball, getting very angry. Pallister there. Doesn't look very happy at all. Ginola, I thought it was fouled. Should have been a free kick to Newcastle. But I believe he picked the ball up, and so the ref gave a free kick to Man United fan ball. That's a foul. That's a foul every day of the week. And Ginola picked the ball up straight away. It was a blatant foul. Referee didn't give it. And Cantona and Albert have had a bit of a to-do at the back. Cantona getting his revenge in there for what happened earlier. Let's see what happened here. It's hit Albert's hand, and it went to Sunacek, and as the ball came back, Cantona pushed Albert, and I think Cantona's getting yellow carded here, and he is indeed. for the push on Albert. No need for it. Actually, he's put his foot in there. He knew what he's doing there, and he's tripped Albert. Cantona not happy with it, obviously with the scoreline. Another just because you're losing type foul. Newcastle have the ball. It's with Watson. Now it's out wide to Robert Lee. Robert Lee does really well there. They thought he was going backwards. He's kicked it out of play off Man United shin. It's a throw into Newcastle wide right. And David Batty has it. And he's come all the way across the side of the pitch for John Beresford in the left back position for Newcastle. Beresford's come forward. Inside, but looking for Ferdinand. Ferdinand plays it back to Beardsley. Ball inside. Here's Beardsley. Sorry, that was Ginola. Sorry, that. Beardsley. Little shimmy, little cross. Ferdinand! Oh! Headed wide. Great ball from Beardsley. Great little chipping behind the back four. Great win from Ferdinand. The only thing that was missing was a finish. Schmeichel was coming out to him and nailed the angles. But Ferdinand headed it. Didn't get enough on it. Well, I've got too much on it, in fact, and it went wide. But a lovely little chip from Beardsley, that. That's a great little chip. Schmeichel's put Ferdinand off there, which is what's happened. But a great little chip from Beardsley. That's the first time we've seen Beardsley really in an offensive role for Newcastle. And superb it was too. At the minute, the ball's in the middle of the park. And here, Beardsley's looking for the ball again here. It's with Ferdinand. Handball given against Ferdinand. And Man United can come with it now. Beardsley's trying to win the ball again. He does win the ball. But it's gone to Irwin. Poborski. Now Burt. Now Jonsson. Casual there from, who was that? Might have been Beckham. Very casual, in fact. And Newcastle can clear it. And David May has it. And he shepherds it back to the keeper. Peter Beardsley, 25 passes, 20 completed. One key pass. That was that little chip there for Albert. Ferdinand. Great little chip it was too. Man United are being pressured here. Batty wins the ball back. Out here goes for Shearer. Shearer's going to have a run here. Shearer's got Cantona on his tail. Irwin gets a foot in and the ball falls on, goes out of play off Cantona's foot when he was trying to jump down, probably on Shearer. Could go for something really bad there. But anyway, Newcastle have the ball. Watson. Now it's with Beardsley. Now Ferdinand. Headed. Shearer's got the ball wide on the left-hand side. He's facing up Dennis Irwin. Goes to take him on. Goes past him. It's a great cross in. Ferdinand's looking for this. It's gone for the lead. On the bar. And in! It's gone in! Fantastic goal. What a terrific header from Les Ferdinand. But what a fantastic cross from Alan Shearer. Absolutely splendid. Brilliant. Superb. And Alan Shearer's gone running down, taunting the Manchester United fans. And who can blame him? This is the best centre forward in the world at the moment. He's gone running at Dennis Irwin, beat him for pace, took him on. The cross was phenomenal. And Les Ferdinand rose like a salmon. Powerful header. Underside of the bar, down, up and in. Terrific goal. And that's what he calls centre-forward partnerships. What a fantastic goal that was. Yes, 3-0 says Tom. Indeed it is. Fantastic goal. Absolutely superb goal. Look at Shearer taking the mickey out of the Man United lot. Great goal. Man United are shell shocked now. They're 3 down. But terrific centre-forward partnership there. Ferdinand and Shearer. Superb. Absolutely superb. The run and cross from Shearer was absolutely fantastic. As was the leap from Ferdinand. And the power he got in that header was just unbelievable. What a great goal. So it's 3-0 Newcastle. 63 minutes on the clock. And the ball is deep in our half. We have it on the right in the right back area with Steve Watson. It's cleared. Bit of a panicky clearance. Ginola's come to challenge for it. Ferdinand has it. And now he's played it wide here for John Beresford coming forward. John Beresford's gone ahead of Ginola for the first time today. But he plays it back to Ginola now. Ginola squares in for this is Calypso football now. Ginola's been chased and kicked from all angles, but still managed to keep onto the ball. Beresford now. And back it goes to Batty. He slips into Ginola, who's keen for the ball at every opportunity here. And is in that kind of one of those moods where he's going to try and entertain. Great little ball across for Watson. Inside, Beardsley, Shearer, Lee, Shearer. Ball for Lee down the line. Being chased by Pallister, who does get across, does get a foot in, and out it will go for a Newcastle United throw in. But Newcastle now starting to put the style on. Really are trying to put the style on now. Been some great football since the third goal. Batty, Robert Lee, wide on the right, back to Batty. Little back flick here. Watson now just a 1-2, but loses out. Man United can clear. Pawlowski has it. Oh, it's Jordi Cruyff who's gone to that wide left side for Man United. David May in the middle of the park, centre defence. Plays it forward here for Cantona. Come deep to receive it. Goes inside Batty, outside Beardsley. Peacock's having none of that and takes the ball off Cantona with all the power and force needed to take the ball off Cantona. Floated ball looking for Cantona, and the ball wouldn't come down for him. Peacock got a foot in, and it was chested back to the goalkeeper from Steve Watson. Great play for Newcastle United to defend that. And now it's with John Beresford in the left back position. Can look down the line looking for target, and it's Ferdinand. He took it down brilliantly. Shearer was offside, I believe, and he's outpaced me anyway, but he was offside. But great play from Ferdinand to hold the ball up there. 66 minutes on the clock. It's Newcastle 3, Man United 0. Newcastle United going to the top of the table tonight, and more substitutions for Man United. Looks like Johnson's off and Pawlowski's off, and on comes Brian McClare and Paul Scholes for them. Newcastle yet to make a substitution, of course. Man United have made their 3. A young Paul Scholes is on, and that will probably make the Man United side look a bit better. But the Newcastle fans are in fine voice and really happy with the day's work. Ball goes through. Sunacek does well to get there before Scholes, and out it goes for throwing in the Man United right back area. David May takes it quickly inside for Pallister. Far side of the pitch for Irwin. That might get cut out, and indeed it does. Robert Lee gets there. Can he keep it in? Probably not. Well anticipated from Robert Lee. Stopping the ball getting to Dennis Irwin, who's actually slipped over going to get the ball in a bit of a circus moment. And the ball at the minute is way back with Peter Schmeichel, 6-7 minutes on the clock. We're halfway into the second half. 3-0 to Newcastle United. Dominant performance. The champagne football's coming out at the minute. And then if anyone's going to score, it'll be us, I think. As if I don't know. Yeah, the old substitute cards there, Keith says. Love Shearer's celebration at the goal. It was hilarious. Cantona's come wide and Albert steps in, slides Cantona and stands him up also. He's really got Cantona's number here, Philippe Albert. Will not be bullied by Cantona, and if anything, he's trying the other way. He's the alpha male of them two, that's for certain, on this day anyway. Little jump from Shearer. He's going to get penalised for that. It's a free kick to Man United. Shearer's not happy about it. But the referees give the free kick, and it's about 40 yards out, right of centre. So I don't think it's a shooting opportunity. Beckham will take it. He's going to float one into the box, I believe. Chip towards the far post. All the heads go up. The Newcastle one gets it. I don't know who it was. Probably Peacock or Albert. And that is gone for a throw in. It was Albert. Been absolutely dominant today. Been superb in defence, Philippe Albert. We're not seeing much of him going forward yet. Cantona loses out. Oh, dear me. That's horrendous from Cantona. Cantona's being booked, and he just left. That is a horrendous bit of play. Man United through it. It's with Cantona, actually. Cantona's just done Beardsley. And now Robert Lee's got the ball off Cantona and will kick the ball out of play. We've seen his tackle again. I think that was horrendous from Cantona. He's gone over the top of the ball there and done Peter Beardsley without any shadow of a doubt. Beardsley's down. And the referee can't see that. Shearer's not happy about it. Sunacek's calming things down. They're all on Cantona's case, and quite rightly. He knows what he's done. Definitely left the studs in on Beardsley's shin there. Already been yellow carded. Of course, the referee isn't going to send him off, but he should have been. Absolutely should have been. He knew what he was doing, Ed Cantona, the dirty bastard. and Beardsley's getting treatment now from Derek Wright. And his shin pad looks split. So Cantona knew what he was doing. What a reprehensible human being Eric Cantona is, or was, in that day and age. Newcastle kicked the ball out of play to get treatment. Man United haven't given them back. But matters not. Newcastle clear it. Shot from distance, save from Sunacek. Can Cruyff get their great challenge from Beresford to take it ahead of Cruyff and clear it down the line? Brilliant defending from Newcastle there. Man United now have it with Neville didn't get there because Batty got a foot in first. Robert Lee steps inside. Now Batty again. Now Beresford. Little ball forward here for Ginola. Ginola steps inside Neville. Little ball. And he's left his foot on Ginola again. And the referee's kind of turned his back on these challenges after they're being made. And he should keep an eye out because they're leaving their foot in every time in Man United here. Cruyff has it wide, looking for a cross. It was a far post header. Was probably going in, but it's come off John Beresford's head and cleared. Robert Lee has it, comes inside. Nicky Burt. Now it's with David Batty. David Batty has the ball middle of the park, looking for a pass out and gets one. Ginola's gone to the far side. Now it's Ferdinand. Ferdinand turns outside and back it goes then to Steve Watson. And Newcastle can have a little bit of possession here and take a breather because the last minute or two has been non-stop. 71 minutes on the clock. It's 3, Newcastle 3, Man United 0. Dominance from Newcastle and champagne football is coming out, but Man United don't like it and are leaving their footing virtually every single time now. Referee should really get a grip. Ball's cleared down the pitch. Now it's with Beardsley, who's okay now. Offside there against Shearer. Man United back four got out quickly there and caught Shearer offside. Still 3-0, as I say. 71 minutes gone. Man United have the ball now, middle of the park, with Jordi Cruyff wide here for, I think it's Beckham. Little flicked inside ball, but Beresford cuts it out easily. Now it's with Batty, middle of the park. Now Ferdinand. Beardsley now, probably going to spread it wide. Now he goes to Shearer, and Shearer spreads it wide. Robert Lee has it far side of the pitch. And now it's with Steve Watson, just managed to keep that ball in. Back inside for Robert Lee. He looks for Shearer, and Newcastle playing keep ball now. Steve Watson, little chip ball inside for Batty. Batty takes it first time to Beardsley. Out here then to John Beresford, then Ginola. Back to Beresford. It's Howay football from the Toon at the minute. Ginola's attacked by Neville, but gets it back to Beresford. Probably give it to Ginola. Leaves it for Ginola, in fact. Ginola goes inside the defender there and plays a lovely ball out. Steve Watson on the far side of the pitch. Robert Lee has it now. Back to Watson. Newcastle United have had the ball now for a minute. Man United can't get near it, but they will now. The minute I say it, jinxed it. And Man United do get the ball. Nicky Butt has it, I believe. Ball forward for Cantona. Take it down. Challenged by Batty. Albert has it and clears it away. Ferdinand challenges Palace to for the ball, but the ball dropped back to David May. Now it's with Gary Neville in the right back position. Forward for Cantona, who's come very deep to receive it. Here he is again, the captain of Man United. Forward now to Beckham, McClare. And now it's back here with Beckham. Ball forward for Cantona. Now it's with Cruyff wide on his right-hand side. Cuts inside. Little ball implied for Neville. That's a good little ball, actually. Neville went for the shot near post. Sunacek got behind it. Did he keep it in? Might have just gone out for a corner. Paul Scholes after it to get the corner. Nice little move from Man United, that. Nice run from Gary Neville. Albert came across to cover him, but Sunacek, that hasn't gone out, by the way. But I guess if the goal was a goal, the first one, then that's gone out. The cross didn't come in because Ginola blocked it and gets it forward now. And good job that the cover came across from Dennis Irwin because we'd have been through there without any shadow of a doubt. Ginola was through. But Irwin did well to cover back. Beresford has it now. Left back for Newcastle. Looking for a ball. He just plays it to Batty in front of him and he slips it all the way back to Pavel Sunacek and the Newcastle United goal. 74 minutes on the clock. It's still 3-0 to Newcastle. Sunacek looks for ball down the pitch. He's cleared it long, looking for nobody in particular, I have to say. And it's gone all the way through there to Peter Schmeichel in the Man United nets. Ball's gone forward from Schmeichel. Bit of danger here, but Albert again does well to take the ball away from Scholes and Cruyff and play the ball down the line for Ginola. Now it's Shearer. Shearer facing up May, cuts inside. Long ball across the far side of the pitch, looking for Beardsley. Beardsley coming to the area. Tries a shot. Parry from Ferdinand. Shearer! 4! That's 4. Schmeichel worked wonders there to keep the ball out of the net, but couldn't do it. Great shot from Beardsley from the right-hand side of the area with his left foot. Schmeichel parried it out onto Ferdinand's boot. Ferdinand's shot. Schmeichel again did superb. He parried it out again. Down it came to Ferdinand, to Alan Shearer, and into the net it went. And it's now 4-0 Newcastle United. What a fantastic performance this has been. And finally, Alan Shearer gets the goal his performance has deserved. Terrific. Absolutely terrific. Great shot from Beardsley. Great save from Schmeichel. Great save from Schmeichel again. But 3 bites of the cherry. Alan Shearer's finish was deadly. After the wonders that Schmeichel had done, he couldn't keep the third one out. And it's now Newcastle United 4, Manchester United 0. It's been an absolute awesome performance from the Mags today, from the Magpies. We've been dominant most of the time. A few sporadic Man United attacks, but in the main, it's been champagne football, and 4-0 probably doesn't flatter us, to be honest. Man United now coming forward again, looking for some kind of consolation. Gary Neville has it wide right. Long aimless cross. It's going to fall to Steve Watson. It's being chased by Brian McClare. Steve Watson takes it past Brian McClare and, in fact, gets a free kick for a little nudge from the Scott substitute. 76 minutes on the clock, 75 minutes on the clock. The Man United fans look very, very cheesed off with life. The Newcastle fans are singing their hearts out. Smiles on their faces. Terrific. Absolutely terrific. Alan Shearer has it. It's now to Beardsley. Shearer. Sorry, but it's not Beardsley. That's Batty, is it? Batty. It looks like Batty. Cross comes in, misses everybody. It's gone out for a goal kick, but well played from Newcastle again. Tearing Man United apart at will here, if I'm quite honest. Schmeichel's been the difference, really. He stopped. I mean, this was absolutely superb. But that's a great cross from Batty in between the goalkeeper, Ferdinand, and David May. And neither of them got anywhere near it, but it's a great cross. 76 or 77 minutes, going to see in a minute. Newcastle won the ball back in. It's with Ginola. Going at Neville, cuts inside. Tries a shot to go near post. 77 minutes on the clock. But at the minute, Man United looked shell-shocked and Newcastle United looked dominant. Far side of the pitch at the minute. Jordi Cruyff inside for Scholes. Laid back for... Cantona has it in the middle of the centre circle, in fact. And he played it inside, but Berryford covers that pass. Terrific defending from the left back. Now it's with Cernicek. He will clear it down the middle of the park, looking for Shearer, but it's not going to get there. Pallister cuts it out. But does well to actually get through the ball there and take it away from Robert Lee. Cuts inside Robert Lee. Does well there, but still going. Forceful running. Went for the 1-2. Stepped in. The Belgian Prince, Albert. He's been superb today, as I've said on many occasions defensively. Stepped at the nick of time. Took the ball off Nicky Butt's foot. And now Newcastle are playing it around the back four and the goalkeeper. And Cernicek plays it out here for Beresford, who just managed to keep it in, but could work out bad for Newcastle this. Luckily, it didn't. Bit of kamikaze football. Albert telling him to kind of take things easy. He apologises to John Beresford for his iffy pass to him. And he calms it all down with a long kick down the middle of the pitch from hand. Looking for Ferdinand. Ferdinand's there. Ferdinand challenges Pallister. Back it with Robert Lee. Pallister again leaves a foot in. Beardsley starting to be more influential in the game now. Little ball through to Shearer. Made as well to out-physical him there. And they can come away with it now. And it's a ball. Cantona. Beresford takes it away from Cantona and clears it in no uncertain terms out for throwing to Man United on the right-hand side. He's cleared it all the way across the pitch there. But nice little ball there. Here come Man United again. I think it's with Scholes on that far side. Scholes as well there, comes inside. Might have a try from distance, but straight into the arms of Pavel Cernicek from Paul Scholes from distance. 79 minutes on the clock. 4-0 to Newcastle United. An absolute cakewalk this now. Been superb. Cernicek clears it down the pitch, looking for ahead of Ferdinand or Shearer. Let's look in the direction of Ferdinand. He gets the boot on it, in fact. Shearer's going to pressurize but the ball goes back to Schmeichel off the head of Gary Pallister, who straight away clears down the pitch. looking for Cantona. Cantona takes it down beautifully, actually. Nice little touch there from Cantona. But the ball wasn't great, and Newcastle can clear it. A little back flip from Batty. That's fantastic. And now it's with Ginola. And out wide here for Beardsley. And now Ferdinand, this time on the left-hand side, wide. And Ferdinand goes back. Ginola in the middle of the park. Ginola will come out here. The Newcastle players are at the midfield now floating around, really. Robert Lee was wide left here a minute ago. Now it's with Shearer. And now Beresford again on this left-hand side. It looks like he was fouled there. Ref gives a throw-in off Gary Neville. But some of the tricks coming out now. 80 minutes on the clock. Been a terrific second-half performance. Terrific first-half performance. Ginola's gone for a ball all the way across the pitch. Great ball it was too. Beardsley. Cross looking for Ferdinand at the far post. Schmeichel manages to get a palm on it. And out it goes for a corner kick to Newcastle. 80 minutes and 35 on the clock at the minute. We're getting a replay of the Shearer goal. The ball started with Shearer, actually. It was a fantastic long ball across the pitch to Beardsley. Beardsley took a shot when no one expected it. But Schmeichel, got to feel sorry for him. Not. Great save from Beardsley. Great save from the rebound from Ferdinand. But couldn't stop Alan Shearer's third attempt at the ball. And that's what made it 4-0. Newcastle, Man United coming forward again. Far post. They've had a bit of joy at the far post, Man United. Jordi Cruyff's header was no trouble for Pavel Srnicek. That's the only place, really, defensively, we looked a little bit weak. It's on Steve Watson's side. That's probably the third or fourth far post header they've had where no one's been picked up. Luckily, it was only Jordi Cruyff, and therefore was no danger to our goal. So, still 4-0, 81 minutes on the clock. Some tired legs out there now. Newcastle haven't made any subs as yet. Man United have made all their three. And they've just thrown the ball in now. Brian McClare's easily physically off it. Great play. Alan Shearer's out-strengthened him there. Wide, then he comes to Ferdinand on his right-hand side. Squared up by David May. Looks a little floated ball in. Little flick from Shearer. Little header from Beardsley. To Batty. Stepped in though for Pallister. Great chasing back from Beardsley. Wins the ball back too. Ginola now. Ginola down this right flank. Oh, Neville's tried to take him out. Ginola's gone past him like he wasn't there. Luckily, he did go like that way. Cross comes in from Ginola. Great header from Ferdinand. Batty's in. Oh, what a fantastic... Oh, just wide. What a terrific part of play that was. Absolutely terrific chapter of play. Seriously good. Ginola went past... Neville tried to put him in the stands. Missed him. Went past him like he wasn't there. Then he squared up Scholes. The cross came in. Ferdinand's header was fantastic. The vision he showed the Batty, the run from Batty was superb. A little lob over the top of Schmeichel, just bits the far post by that much. Terrific football from Newcastle. And again, we're coming forward again. Ginola, who's been superb today. Beardsley's now starting to orchestrate everything. He's everywhere at the moment. He's squared up by Brian McClare at the moment. He's given the little breezy shimmy, chips the far post, doesn't get anywhere there. Robert Lee goes out to retrieve it. Robert Lee on the far side. Now Batty Lee inside here for Albert, who's come forward. Albert's approaching the area. Got his foot under the ball. He chipped it. Straight over Schmeichel. Saves on his edge of 6-yard box. Albert, that is phenomenal. A centre-half chipping the world's best goalkeeper from 20 yards. That is an absolutely phenomenal finish from the Prince of Belgium. Absolutely superb. That was absolutely delectable. Absolutely delectable. The move before it was great, but Albert approached forward majestically and saw that smoke off his line, and the actual way he got his foot in the ball, bit of backspin over the keeper. That's what you call fantastic. And at the minute, Peter Schmeichel's favourite colour is indigo. Indigo the net. Anyway, Newcastle, the 5-up. What a fantastic end to the superb performance. They're still leaving their foot at Man United, and they're coming forward trying to get a consolation. Steve Watson doesn't allow it, and Newcastle can come away again. There's a Newcastle player down. I think it might be Batty. And we clear it out of play to get Derek right on to see it. I think it might be Batty. Could be Beardsley. What a fantastic goal from Albert. Serious to God. I mean, it's a famous goal. We've all seen it a million times, but even now, Hairs in the back of your neck stuff. Phenomenal. Has there been a centre half in Premier League history that could do that? I can't think of one. I seriously can't think of one. Probably the best footballing centre half. I mean, footballing, not a defender, but footballing that we've seen. And there hasn't been one that could do that. Newcastle are going to the top of the table, 5 up. The fans that can't believe what they're seeing. Some of this stuff today has been absolutely out of this world. And Newcastle have the ball now. 85 minutes on the clock. And now it's going to be a keep ball exercise. Batty slipping it left, right and centre. Into Robert Lee. Back to Batty it'll go. Back to Watson. Forward. Bad ball from Watson. Cut out. Cantona has it. Middle of the park. Cantona come wide here to Jordi Cruyff. It might be Paul Scholes, actually. Jordi Cruyff and Paul Scholes, similar from distance. But Albert cut it out. It was Paul Scholes. In fact, cross here from Beckham. Well cut out again. And now Ginola has it. Ginola's putting some fun here. We get Dennis Irwin. He's turned him in. He's turned him out. Neville comes to have a go at him. But then in the end, I think Cantona gets back and gets third. 86 minutes on the clock almost. 85 and 50. This has been a great second half performance. We'll go through some comments at the end. Ferguson does not look happy. And Kevin Keegan does. Kevin Keegan's got a great smirk on his face. This is kind of... This performance is epitomising the Kevin Keegan reign, the kind of football we've been playing. And we're still doing it now. Ferdinand has it. Back here to Robert Lee. Inside to Batty. Back to Ferdinand. Lee again in the middle of the park. That wasn't Lee on the far side. It might have been Shearer. Back to Peacock. Possession football now. Batty. Back to Peacock. Probably will come square. Now he goes forward for Beardsley. It's Lee, sorry. Now it's with Watson wide on the right-hand side. Now it's with Beardsley. Beardsley's the one on the right-hand side. Little ball inside for Flick. Flick from Ginola. Ferdinand didn't follow up. He could have done, but didn't. I mean, I can't get it clear. But interrupted there by Batty. He's been superb in the middle of the park. Robert Lee now is coming inside. Ginola's on the far side of the pitch this time. He evades the challenge and plays it square into David Batty, who's now orchestrating things in the middle of the park himself. Little ball forward for Beresford. Then back to Batty again. Wide out here for Alan Shearer, who's come to this right flank. Cuts inside. Back to Batty. And now to Beresford. He'll probably come back to Batty again. Little chip over the top looking for Shearer. It is cut out from David May. It's the throw into to Newcastle United, sorry. Beresford back to Batty. And there's been a stoppage in play. And Newcastle are going to make some changes. And it's Warren Barton coming on for Steve Watson with 3 minutes to go. So Wazza comes on at right back, just a straight like-for-like replacement. And Lee Clark's also coming on for Robert Lee. So here comes Lee Clark. Chance to sample his fantastic performance. Kevin Keegan's given his players, as they come off, loads of adulation, love, and quite rightly so too. Ginola, now Beresford, ball inside for Batty. Batty little flick to Shearer. Batty's been superb to the second half. Shearer taken off him. Man United can't come away with it now. They're trying to play little triangles themselves now. Beckham, McClare looking for, this time it is Jordi Cruyff, I believe. Might not be, it might be Scholes. Oh, Albert tried to do a little bit of trickery there. Didn't quite get away with it, but this is champagne football. This is what's known as champagne football, guys. It really is. And Gary Neville will take a throw in for Man United. 5 down, defeated and outclassed, to be perfectly fair today. Neville still coming forward. Little ball inside, looking for Cruyff. He gets a cross in. Far post, that ball's there. Yeah, actually it was Scholes and the header was from Cruyff. But he didn't get anywhere near it. And it flicked off his ridiculous haircut and out for a goal kick. 89 minutes on the clock. This game's almost up, guys. We will do a few comments after the show. After the game finishes, and then we'll finish it off. But there we go. Clearance from Sunnicek. The ground's in raptures at the minute. It's been a fantastic performance. 5-0. Ball's gone forward from Beresford, nodded away from Pallister. Nicky Butt left a foot in there. Beckham has it now. Inside for Gary Neville. Let's tuck off his foot. Now it's a Peacock. Wide out here for John Beresford. Closing down Batty, but Batty's gone through him brilliantly with a little triangle ball, little 1-2. Now it's with Shearer. Shearer's got 3 of them on him. Stops one. We'll be happy to get thrown out this. Doesn't know. Free kick given against Robert Lee there. And Man United, 90 minutes up on the clock. It's with Pallister. And now with Neville. Gary Neville picks it up. All the fight's gone out of Man United now. And Ginola's still trying to pressurise him. I think we might get a throw for that. Does he give a free kick to Man United? He doesn't give a free kick. And Neville, and there's a man in front of Keegan giving him the "we are not worthy" sign. Looks very much like me, actually, with less hair. Smile on Keegan's face. But the Newcastle United faithful are really, really happy with this result. And why wouldn't you be? To beat the people that luckily beat you to the Championship the season before. You know, revenge. And the Charity Shield, of course. A couple of months before this game. Revenge for all those things. So the game's coming towards a conclusion now. Scholes going to get booked for leaving his foot in. Remember when Paul Scholes used to do that every week? It's all right. It's only Paul Scholes. He can't tackle. But one of the dirtiest players to play the Premier League. Great player, but a dirty one at that. He's just doing it again there with Batty. But now Newcastle are coming forward. I think the 5's enough for us. Barton crossing, looking for Shearer, but it's cleared from David May. Barton on that wide right side. He's going to get the ball again now. Here he is, Warren Barton. Looks backwards. Little square ball. Batty. Lee Clark has it now. Lee Clark inside for Ginola, who's everywhere. Referee's final whistle goes. Shaking the hand between the two managers. Newcastle 5, Newcastle United 5. Outstanding. Manchester United 0. What a terrific day. October the 20th, 1996. Let's take some comments. Where do we get to? Because it's been a long time. We did all that stuff, I think. Where is the game being shown? Are people just watching on? Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, it's not on telly. Not talking about that tonight. We'll talk about them plenty of these shows. Could do with the time on screen. Yeah, you do know you can react to a video and show it while streaming. What exactly? Well, no, I'm not sure you can. It's still Premier League property, isn't it? Fergie's getting sacked in the morning. Unfortunately, he didn't. The skip past Never by Ginola is one of my favourite part of the game. Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Led to that fantastic move. You know, brilliant. And there's the Albert chip being celebrated. Absolutely glorious, Albert. It was superb. High five. Albert has to go to the World Cup on his form. Belgium needed. I'll be honest with you, I've not seen a better football in centre half in the Premier League. That's why we can't put the game on. We have checked it. Yeah. And the week after, that's right. Southampton hammered Man United the week after. Something ridiculous, didn't they? Man United blamed the kits, remember? Put Tino on so can Albo never look at the Keith Curl. Yeah. The Tis, yeah, he did the week after, yeah. Warren Barton, of course, came on. Did the Saints beat Man United 6-3 again? I think they did, yeah. That was his nickname, yeah, the God. No, it was Smogger being chipped. Yeah, he was. Hope Hoddle's watching Shearer and Ferdinand to start at France 98. Yeah, unfortunately not. Just Shearer, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 6-3. Full time. Who saw that coming? Man of the match, Ginola. Thank you, mate. Even though I've done a cracking commentary, will you please get yourself a neck brace on feeling your cervical spot? No, it's all right, mate. Seriously. My TV's up high anyway. So it's not a problem. Alan, true. Tom's happy. Excellent, Billy. Thank you. It's no problem, mate. Thoroughly enjoyed it. That's the first of more. We can go through another eight more. I think there's 7 more of those we can do. Watchalongs, which are on the Newcastle United official YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. I mean, we haven't had the greatest audience tonight, but I've enjoyed doing it, so it doesn't really matter. It's always great to watch us when we're fantastic, and we were fantastic in those days. And hopefully give a little bit of appreciation for those people that went before us that were great. You know, Kevin Keegan's sides, they were fantastic. Seriously, you got entertained every week, and that was the top of the hill for that team. Brilliant. Albert's chip, fantastic. But as I say, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and if you really love us that much, if you're new, become a member of the channel. It's brilliant to be a part of the Toon Review family. Seriously, it really is. Thomas says, cheers, Billy. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out, please. That'd be great. The next game would be good if you commentate in Spanish for the goals. Great watch along, Billy. Thanks, Susan. Cheers, Billy. Oh, Columbus. Brilliant, Billy says, Paul. Thanks very much. Enjoyed that, mate. Cheers. Liverpool, Newcastle next. Any one of the 4-3s. I'm trying to avoid the ones we lose, to be fair. This is YouTube land. We win every week on YouTube land. Do you know what I mean? So all I've got to say is thanks for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you with us. Really enjoyed watching that fantastic game from 1996. And in 1996, we are actually top of the league at the minute. We were top of the league. So we bid you all good night. We'll see you all during the week with what we've got coming. I'll feed the same petrels. Love you all. And Howay the lads.